Hello, fellow beings of light, and welcome to our 1111 portal activation and journey. This portal activation is being recorded on 11/16, although I already have a feeling it will be released later than that. Recorded on the 16th and not the 11th, because as I've shared on Instagram and during our 1010 portal activation, the last 3 portals of this year occurring at the end of a 9-year cycle are realigning with 9, and at the same time, 99 and 999. Why this realignment with 9? On the 999 portal, we collectively began to shift into a stillness that is not a pause, but rather a pulse, a moment of presence, a raising of our awareness into all that we have remembered, received, and expanded into, so that we can begin to choose it, to choose differently as we move from one cycle into the next. The initiation of our rebirth from the ashes of the old over the last 9 years and into the resurrection of more of what is, was, and always will be in the new as we start over again at 1 in 2026. Throughout this pulse, this moment of presence spanning 999 to 111, we have a blank slate, essentially the mental, emotional, and physical bodies of a child who has both forgotten their galactic half, but at the same time has yet to experience their earth half being pulled out of alignment by distortions. And as we shift from 999 to 111, we receive 3 separate jolts to these 3 bodies, the equivalent of a defibrillator, bringing us not back to life, but back into alignment. And we receive those on the 1010, 1111, and 1212 portals. For 1010, we received a jolt of temporary freedom throughout our 6 bodies. Freedom that offers the opportunity to question everything we know about ourselves, about our thoughts, our emotions, and the world around us. More importantly, though, everything we have been taught and have come to believe about all of it and how to navigate all of it from a blank slate. Freedom that offers the opportunity to see distortions clearly for what they truly are. Not real, not truth, not us. So that we can move forward into the start of the next 9-year cycle without them, or at least with less of them for most of you. Me, I'm going all in, guys. I have no intention of taking a single distortion that I have been carrying over the last 9 years and beyond into 2026, into the return to 1 at the start of a new 9-year cycle. I have no intention of repeating any of the current 9-year cycle or the ones that came before it. If you are ready to do the same, if those statements resonate with you, join me and others who are doing the same. Rewind however many seconds it is and repeat those statements out loud. Set those intentions yourself. For that 1010 jolt, we worked with our emotional bodies. The body that stands between our mental body and our physical body, our human experience, where despite everything we have been taught and believed, our work, our return to oneness must start from. Because if our emotions Our reactions and responses to ourselves, to others, to experiences, and the world around us aren't in alignment. Every shift we make in our mental body, in our thoughts, is irrelevant. Every new belief we add to our thoughts is irrelevant. We can know with absolute certainty and trust that fire is hot. But if our emotional bodies are still stuck in a distortion that fire feels cold, we are going to keep getting burned in our physical body, in our human experience, regardless of knowing with absolute certainty that it is hot. It's a silly example. I mean, I'm fairly certain no one actually feels that fire is cold, but that is why we are using it, because it is that silly. Because changing our thoughts before we change our emotions is that silly. Once we realize the effect that it is having, a block that so many are experiencing when it comes to not just embodiment, but manifestation. A wall, or let's be honest, walls within our emotional bodies that are standing between our mental body and our physical body, where our human experiences happen, keeping what we know and believe from becoming our experience. We are recapping a lot here, but it is important because if you don't receive and understand this piece, if you can't put it into practice, us working on this next jolt for 1111, working with our mental bodies and within the journey that we will be having together, you will find yourself blocked from receiving all that you need. For the exact reasons we just shared again. Why we are sharing them again. And if you haven't listened to our 1010 portal activation, or at least experienced the journey within it, which is about 45 to 50 minutes of the 2-hour recording. Yeah, guys, it was kind of a long one. I urge you to go back and do so. Not because I'm trying to get views or sell you anything, but because these journeys that we are embarking on over the 1010, 1111, and 1212 portal energies aren't just building and expanding upon each other. They are building a blueprint, a phoenix blueprint, a rebirth, resurrection, and embodiment blueprint that facilitates leaving behind what has been over the last 9 years and stepping into more of what is, was, and always will be in the new as we start over at one again in 2026. A blueprint being shared in 3 pieces that will culminate in a whole, in more oneness within as we enter the return to one. For 1111, we are receiving a jolt of pure truth, clear sight that will come in the form of premonition. Not foresight, not prediction of what will be, but premonition of what could be. Premonition that offers the opportunity to experience the potential outcome of the upcoming choice point you will face at the end of this 9-year cycle before we reach it between the 1212 and 111 portals. The opportunity to see and know within our mental bodies what could happen if we choose to go forward into a new 9-year cycle instead of going backwards and continuing to repeat the 9-year cycles that have come before. And more importantly, to feel that premonition within our emotional bodies first, through 999's offering of a temporary blank slate and 1010's jolt of freedom. Because those energies, they're still with us and will be until 111. This is why these 1010, 1111, and 1212 portals in 2025 realigned to 1017, 1116, and 1215. Realigned with 999, so that all of it would carry through to 111, into the start, back at 1, as one collected energy. This is a jolt that will allow us to arrive at that choice point between the 1212 and 111 portals, at the next jolt, not just holding, but seeing clearly all that has been, every distortion and illusion in one hand, and all that could be, every truth and bit of remembrance yet to be reclaimed in the other, from a place of pure presence, a blank slate, freedom, premonition with clear sight, so that we can make an aware and conscious choice. And before we move forward, we want to emphasize that while the potential outcome or outcomes you will receive through premonition in today's journey are characterized as merely what could be, at their core, they also contain truth. What is, was, and always will be. What is waiting for you to remember and reclaim. Whether it is at the start of one again in 2026, 2035, 2044, or further down the road, or any year in between, outside of the energies of a transitioning 9-year cycle. The truth will never change. Only your choice to accept it, to step into it, or to embody it can. We're going to repeat that one. The truth will never change. Only your choice to accept it, to step into it, or to embody it can. Do you feel the energy of that statement? Better yet, how freeing is that statement? Truth will always be there waiting for you until you are ready for it. It won't try to avoid or control you. It won't judge or reject you. It won't try to punish you or make you suffer. Not like distortions and illusions will, every time, in the form of your emotions, in the form of fear, shame, and guilt. No, truth will simply wait for you to come back to it, loving you and your light unconditionally until you do. Whew. Take a moment. Think about that. Feel that. Okay, for our 1010 journey, we traveled to our lower shamanic realm. This time around, we will be traveling in quite the opposite direction, utilizing a triple gateway that has not only existed since long before souls began incarnating as humans upon our planet, but that is stronger with the energies of the 1111 portal. each 11 representing a gateway. It's 2 outer gateways. I know what you're thinking. We said triple gateway, not double. That is because it is strongest within the energies of an 11-11-11 portal. The third 11 in the form of a master number, being possible in every year that is broken down into 2 ones. Every 9 years on the second year of a 9-year cycle. Before the 2000s, it occurred very rarely, only twice in the 1800s and only twice in the 1900s. But now it is happening once every 9 years, with the last one being 2018 and the next one being 2027. Where this triple gateway is, it might surprise some. The constellation and galactic race it belongs to are, let's go with contentious. But over the course of the current 9-year cycle, I believe they have become less so, as more remember and more take the time to connect with it and to understand it. We are referring to Orion, more specifically to Orion's belt, made up of 3 stars, Mentaka, Alnilam, and Alnitak. Now, before we delve into what this triple gateway is, I am actually being called to do a little bit of reconciling or retelling when it comes to the story that most, if not all listening, will be familiar with. A story that has seeded much of the distortion related to Orion, both the constellation and Orion, the race. We are doing so because it is necessary to remove resistance to Orion that might come up for some of you. Under Greek myth, we are taught that Orion was a hunter, one that chased the 7 sisters, that the 7 sisters were in such fear for their lives that Zeus turned them into stars in the night sky, what we know of as the Pleiades, that Orion was placed in the stars as well, infinitely chasing them across the night sky. That myth and beliefs about the Orion race that have formed from it could not be farther from the truth. In retelling the story of the 2, we take the Greek myth out of it completely. The 7 sisters of the Pleiades represent our 7 bodies, not 6, because they add the 7th body, our monad body, our unity and oneness with it. That is not possible until we connect with it and form our oversoul connection with it, what our reconvergence offering achieves. The sisters hold our memory of them, the codes, blueprints, and wisdom that each body holds. And I'm also getting that they can aid us in accessing our records of them. And Orion was created to serve 2 purposes when it comes to the Pleiades: to guard them, the memory that they hold, and to restore resonance between 2 bodies using what they hold when needed. Our 7 bodies, they are connected by a column that represents a monad or a separated soul's frequency. When one of our bodies falls into distortion, the portion of that column, that frequency that lies between it and the body above or below it becomes out of alignment. And that frequency shifting out of alignment, it blocks clear, straight access to the bodies lying above or below it. Sometimes both. For purposes of today's journey, we will be experiencing a premonition of what happens when distortion is removed from our emotional body, what we initiated with the 1010 portal energies. When that portion of the frequency between our emotional and mental body is brought back into alignment with truth, and in turn, when that realignment allows our aligned thoughts and emotions to become embodied or manifested in our physical body, our human experience. A process that will be facilitated by the triple gateway of Orion's belt, the two outer gateways representing our mental and emotional bodies, and the middle gateway representing our truth, the truth that waits patiently for us to flow back in alignment with it. It is a resonance point, and it will serve as guidance for our 1212 choice point. When we have to decide, are we going to stay out of alignment and repeat the current 9-year cycle, or are we going to realign with our truth and step forward into the next one? To utilize this triple gateway for our purposes today, our guide that will be joining us, Babaji, and we will be sharing with you access to two of our galactic level abilities. Consciousness streaming for the purpose of traveling to Orion's belt, and another that I am just now learning about. So bear with me a moment. I'm going to pronounce this wrong. He keeps repeating it, but I am struggling. Dwara City. Can I have an English equivalent of what it is exactly? Gateway interfacing. Oh, okay. It is an ability to open and transmit the frequency of gateways, allowing yourself or others to access them. Okay, I think I get it, because I've actually experienced the triple gateway of Orion's belt in a session that I did for someone back in May, which is funny because I swapped sessions with that individual. And during my session with them is when I first received and connected with Babaji, and with Babaji connecting me with my consciousness streaming ability. That is crazy. Small universe, guys. I hadn't even made that connection. During that session, I witnessed the individual's monad facilitating the process from the middle gateway, that resonance point, which is what Babaji and I will be doing today, if I'm understanding what I'm receiving right. So essentially, this gateway interfacing ability allows us to travel consciously to any galactic gateway and work with that gateway, even if we aren't of the race it belongs to, or one of the gateway's guardians, facilitators, whatever you want to call them. We aren't actually there in our physical or energetic form, but we can use it as if we were. That's pretty cool. And I'm actually fairly certain I've done that before during sessions without even realizing what it was. And Babaji, he has tons of experience with that. So you are in good hands today. Have we explained everything that we need to? Yes, okay. Let's go ahead and drop in, everyone. We ask that you sit or lie down in a comfortable position with your palms facing up on your lap or at your sides, open to receive. Begin taking slow, deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. As you do so, I'm actually not being guided to have you quiet your 3 human-based bodies yet. That's interesting. Simply focus on your breathing, allowing your body to naturally begin to relax, utilizing movement, rocking or circling at your hips, rolling your shoulders or neck, wiggling your fingers or toes, any or all of those. Whatever feels right. And we are going to have you bring in some humming as you do so. This is to aid Babaji and myself in establishing a consciousness overlay with all of you for our travels today. If you are open to receiving that connection and both the journey and premonition that will flow through it, simply say yes out loud or within your mind. Good. Now, 3 deep breaths, and between each inhale and exhale, allow yourself to hum for as long as you are able to hold that breath, and as you release it. From your sacral chakra. From your solar plexus chakra. From your heart chakra. When you feel ready, go ahead and allow your physical eyes to close if they are not already. Begin to sense Babaji and myself coming closer as you sit or lay within the space that you are in. Babaji coming in the form of a blue auric field or ball of energy to your left, upon your left hand, radiating not only the element of water, but the energy and codes of our mental bodies, channeled through Electra of the 7 Sisters. And myself, coming in the form of a red auric field or ball of energy to your right, upon your right hand, radiating not only the element of fire, but the energy and codes of our emotional bodies, channeled through Maya of the Seven Sisters. The sister that my soul and my galactic monad have a deep connection with. That is not the reason I was chosen for this position, but I can feel that connection will offer certain benefits to you as we proceed. Take another 3 deep breaths, humming if you feel called to do so, as Babaji and I use these fields or balls of energy to begin pulling your consciousness up from your physical body through your hands. You may feel tingling, cold, or warmth in your hand as we do so, or nothing at all. Whatever you feel or do not feel, that is okay. As we hold your hands and pull your consciousness upwards, we ask that the mental, emotional, and physical bodies of your human half remain behind, sending roots downwards, deep into Gaia, keeping all of those parts of you safe and grounded as we embark on our journey together. Sense your consciousness rising upwards. See it doing so within your inner eye as we rise up from your physical body and up out of the room or space you are within, and up further still into the night sky, the cosmos, regardless of the time of day that it is for you. Begin to sense and see all that surrounds you. The glowing moon, and beyond it to the planets, and beyond them to the constellations and all of the stars that compose them and more. And if you are sensitive enough, you may begin to see connections forming between you and some of them, like threads, golden, silver, perhaps other colors, thicker or thinner based on how strong the galactic connections are. Threads that represent galactic beings, races, groups, or places that your soul or galactic monad have known or spent time with prior to your soul's first incarnation on Earth. They are here supporting you in this journey, reminding you that you are never alone and that they are always there should you ever need them or wish to connect deeper with them. Now, slowly allow these threads to fade into the background of your awareness and shift your awareness to 3 specific stars that are coming closer and closer. The three stars that form Orion's belt. Mintaka to our left, Alnitak to our right, and the center star, Alnilam, lying directly before us. As we approach them, notice a gap opening between the upper and lower half of each star. A column that flows straight through the middle of each. This gap, it is our triple gateway, the resonator built within the stars of Orion's belt. And within it, at the center of each star, lies not only a platform, but the gateways themselves. They will look like portals, all appearing the same to you at the moment, containing a translucent white light. We are going to come closer still and gradually come to rest upon the platform floating within Alnilam, the center star. You may notice that there are layers of codes beneath our feet, moving outwards in bands from around the gateway to the edge of the platform. Know that similar codes, similar bands appear on the other two platforms as well. These codes are used by the Orion Guardians, by the gateway facilitators, to calibrate each gateway within this resonator system to whatever a particular being of light might need. The outer gateways attuned to the two bodies that are lacking resonance between them, and the center gateway always attuned to that being of light's truth, to a being of light's true frequency, without whatever distortions are currently and consistently pulling it out of alignment. We aren't talking about everyday, in the moment shifts, but rather ongoing distortion that is blocking access to all or parts of the other bodies, blocking you in your journey. Babaji and I continue to hold your hands even now. His blue auric field or ball of energy holding your left hand, and my red auric field or ball of energy holding your right hand. Both of us guiding you to the center of the platform, where we ask that you join us in sitting within the gateway in a cross-legged meditative position that allows you to see both the gateways to your right and left, and the frequency that will flow between them once we initiate it. And we ask that you take slow and deep breaths. Again, humming if you feel called to do so, as Babaji and I activate the codes surrounding us on this platform and attune this gateway to your true and unique frequency. Turn your attention to the gateway on your left as Babaji activates the codes surrounding that platform, attuning that gateway to the state of your mental body in this moment. The gateway will shift from white to a shade of blue. The specific shade you see will be unique to you. Darker, the more distortions that still exist within your thoughts. Lighter, the more truth you have remembered, and the more distortions you have released. You may even see swirls of your thoughts, both truth and distortion, in the form of words, visuals, or energy. And as Babaji initiates the column, the line of your frequency between the gateway of your mental body and the gateway of your true frequency, within which you sit. Witness how your thoughts begin to vibrate along and around it. Wider and more chaotic, the more distortions that still exist within your thoughts. Narrower and more resonant, the more truth you have remembered and the more distortions you have released. Do not judge whatever shade of blue you receive, whatever you might hear or see within those swirls, or whatever vibrations flow along your frequency from them. For you are navigating a journey. All of us are. Babaji and myself, each and every archangel, even the 7 sisters themselves, who hold the wisdom and codes of the bodies we are working with. Remember that you were incarnated on this earth, having forgotten all of who and what you are, having chosen specific challenges that your soul would experience so that you might remember that which you need to and follow your purpose. Having been surrounded by others who, in their own journeys, imprinted upon your thoughts and your emotions with their own challenges, all intentionally, for a reason, for reasons that will become more and more clear as you continue navigating your journey. More importantly, remember every step forward you have taken along that journey back to remembrance, to reclamation, to reconvergence. Every step into truth and trust, and every release, every clearing from distortions, blocks, and limitations that has allowed you to do so. We offer you a moment of presence within this journey and beyond it. We ask that you acknowledge those steps forward, to give yourself a literal hug, wrap your arms around yourself, and repeat the following. I am proud of you for every truth you have stepped into and every distortion you have let go of. I am proud of you for every truth you have stepped into and every distortion you have let go of. I am proud of you for every truth you have stepped into and every distortion you have let go of. See and feel the high vibrational pulse that moves through not just that column, that line, but through you because of those words, because of that acknowledgement. A pulse that will grow stronger as you move forward beyond this recording, if you allow it to do so, by continuing to acknowledge your steps forward within yourself, continuing to offer yourself love for them, continuing to tell yourself that you are proud of yourself in those moments. Take some slow and deep breaths and sit in that moment of presence, humming or repeating those words more if you feel called to do so, as both Babaji and I activate further attunement between the gateways. Now, turn your attention to the gateway on your right as I activate the codes surrounding that platform, attuning that gateway to the state of your emotional body in this moment. The gateway will shift from white to a shade of red, darker the more distortions that still exist within your emotions. The more you continue to allow fear, shame, and guilt to guide your actions, your responses, and reactions. Lighter, the more truth you have remembered, and the more distortions you have released and cleared. You may even see swirls of your emotions, both truth and distortion, in the form of words, imagery, energy. And as I initiate the column, the line of your frequency between the gateway of your emotional body and the gateway of your truth, within which you are sitting. Witness how your emotions vibrate along and around it. Wider and more chaotic, the more distortions, the more fear, shame, and guilt that still exist within that body. Narrower and more resonant, the more truth you have remembered, and the more distortions that you have released and cleared. Once again, do not judge whatever shade of red you receive. Whatever you might hear or see within those swirls, or whatever vibrations flow from them. For once again, you are still navigating your journey. We are going to repeat ourselves here, but that is because the words, the truth they hold for you within them, is that important. Remember that you were incarnated on this earth, having forgotten all of who and what you are, having chosen specific challenges that your soul would have to experience so that you might remember that which you need to remember to follow your purpose. Having been surrounded by others who, in their own journeys, imprinted upon your thoughts and your emotions with their own challenges, all intentionally, all for reasons that will become more and more clear as you continue along your journey, navigating along it. More importantly, remember every step forward you have taken along your journey back to remembrance, to reclamation and reconvergence. Every step into truth and every release from distortion, from blocks and limitations that has allowed you to do so. We offer you a second moment of presence within this journey and beyond it. We ask that you acknowledge those steps forward once again. Give yourself that hug. Wrap your arms around yourself and repeat the following. I forgive you for allowing fear, shame, and guilt to guide my responses and reactions. I forgive you for allowing fear, shame, and guilt to guide my responses and reactions. I forgive you for allowing fear, shame, and guilt to guide my responses and reactions. See and feel the high vibrational pulse that moves through not just that column, that line, but through you because of those words, because of that acknowledgement. A pulse that will also grow stronger as you move forward beyond this recording. Again, if you allow it to do so. Continue acknowledging your steps forward within yourself. Continue offering yourself love for them. Continue forgiving yourselves in the moments you fall off course or make mistakes. Because not only do we all fall off course and make mistakes, we are meant to. It is intentional. Take some slow and deep breaths and sit in that moment of presence, humming or repeating those words of forgiveness more if you feel called to do so, as Babaji and I activate further attunement between the gateways. Witness the full column, the full line of your frequency, now connected between the gateway of your mental body and the gateway of your emotional body, passing through the gateway of truth within which you sit. Witness the vibrations moving along and around it. And then begin to perceive a single tone moving straight through the center of it all. Your truth, your true frequency. Think back to what was said before this journey began. Truth will always be there waiting for you until you are ready for it. This single tone, your truth, your true frequency, will always be there, moving straight through the center of every thought and emotion you might have, and beyond, through the center of all of your bodies, through the center of every bit of remembrance, reclamation, and reconvergence you step into, and even through the center of every distortion you continue to allow to exist in your field, in your bodies. Think back to what we had you repeat back then as well. The truth will never change. Only your choice to accept it, to step into it, or to embody it can. This single tone, your truth, your true frequency, will never change. Only your choice to accept it, to step into it, or to embody it can. Do you feel those statements? Do you feel and know how freeing they are? Feel and know the equivalent of Western religions and esoteric teachings foundation that God, Source, will always love you and see the light within you unconditionally. Your truth, your true frequency, your unified timeline and connection to God, to Source, to all, will always be there waiting for you through the center of your soul, your being, because it will always love you and see the light within you unconditionally. It will always reflect both back to you if you'd only allow yourself to see it. We offer you a third moment of presence now within this journey and beyond. We ask you to acknowledge that single tone, your truth, your true frequency within yourself, to give yourself a hug, wrap your arms around yourself, and repeat the following. I love you, and I see the light within you. I love you, and I see the light within you. I love you, and I see the light within you. See and feel the high vibrational pulse that moves through that column, that line, and through you because of those words, because of that acknowledgement. A pulse that again will grow stronger as you move forward beyond this recording, if you allow it to do so. Take some slow and deep breaths and sit in this moment of presence. humming, repeating those words if you feel called to do so, as Babaji and I activate further attunement between all the gateways in preparation for the premonition, the clear sight you will receive. Now begin to perceive the vibrations moving around this single tone, your truth, your true frequency. Beginning with those vibrations as well as timelines that are flowing closer to it, in closer resonance with your truth, representing a celebration of what you have been remembering, reclaiming, and reconverging with along your journey when it comes to your mental body, emotional body, or both. Temporary, celebratory shifts in your frequency, because whether they are shifting back to truth, allowing you to experience the reward of prior efforts, or just picking up on the good vibes of a moment, of an experience, or someone else, they will always return to that single tone, your truth, your true frequency. Feel the song emanating from all of them in coherence, in resonance. Always beautiful, and sometimes calming, sometimes healing, while at other times, pure joy, freeing. Take a moment and a few slow, deep breaths to receive those celebratory vibrations. Now, expand to the vibrations as well as the timelines that are flowing further out of resonance with your truth, representing the chaos of the distortions you allow to continue existing along your journey when it comes to your mental body, emotional body, or both. Temporary, chaotic shifts in your frequency, because whether they are shifting into distortion, allowing you to experience the chaos of distortions you are holding on to, or just picking up on the bad vibes of a moment, of an experience, or someone else, they will always return to that single tone, to your truth, to your true frequency. Feel the song emanating from all of them, incoherently distorted, always chaotic, echoing fear, shame, or guilt, as well as our own resistance, our own self-imposed heaviness. Picture someone who has never played a piano trying to play a Mozart piece. That's not calming or healing, is it? It's not joyful. It's not freeing. It makes you cover your ears, shut it off, disconnect, leave. It is that kind of vibrational shift that begins to start blocking access to your other bodies, and in turn blocks manifestation and embodiment in your physical body, in your human experience. Because we cover it up, we shut it off, we check out instead of facing it. It's seeking the truth within it that will bring it back into resonance. Take a moment and a few slow, deep breaths to receive those chaotic vibrations, knowing that you are safe and supported as you do so by Babaji, myself, and members of your team. And as you continue to focus your attention on those chaotic vibrations, remember those 3 moments of presence we have offered you, their intent and their effect, and allow yourself to offer these chaotic vibrations the same, replacing pride with gratitude and forgiveness with compassion by repeating the following. I love you, and I see the light within you. I see and acknowledge the temporary role you are meant to play in my journey. I am grateful for every distortion that you have allowed me to know and feel. So that I might remember, reclaim, and reconverge with my truth. I hold compassion for every choice born from you when I did not know better. So that I might remember, reclaim, and reconverge with my truth. And I welcome you back into resonance with my truth. Where you will always be created from, and where you will always return to. Take a moment to watch as some of those chaotic vibrations begin to shift into the celebratory vibrations at hearing your affirmations closer and closer to the single tone that is your true frequency. Now, know and feel how this shift has increased the number of those celebratory vibrations. Amplify the heightened resonance beyond the single tone that is your truth, your true frequency. Heightened resonance that you are able to call upon and experience in this very moment. That you are able to call upon and use as fuel for the premonition, the clear sight that you will receive today. Premonition of what could be for you in 2026, in the return to one at the start of a new 9-year cycle and beyond it. If you choose to let go of some, hopefully many, of the internal and external distortions that lie behind the chaotic vibrations blocking your journey, and allow yourself to step into and embody more of your truth, the truth of who and what you are, the truth of your purpose, the truth of your unique frequency between the upcoming 1212 and 111 portal. Close your inner eye as well as your outer eyes if they are open, and allow those celebratory vibrations, those amplified vibrations of heightened resonance to fill your consciousness, your conscious awareness of your mental body, emotional body, and physical body, your human experience that you hold there. Take 3 deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth as we aid you in doing so. Allow them to fill your mental body with freedom and ease. Allow them to fill your emotional body with joy and peace. Allow them to fill your physical body, your human experience, with sovereignty and neutrality. Through these amplified vibrations of heightened resonance, we call forward and create an alternate timeline that is rooted in the future, but can be experienced in the now in the form of premonition, clear sight of what could be. See that alternate timeline not just appear alongside the other celebratory vibrations, but shine brighter than them. A luminous silver spiral weaving infinitely around it as it passes through your mental, emotional, and physical bodies, as well as beyond them. This weaving, building your premonition of a timeline in which your path opens through a mental body that is free of blocks and limitations. A freedom that allows your soul to lead you through an emotional body that is alive with joy. A joy that manifests experiences that are expressed through a physical body that is sovereign, able to question, to think, and feel beyond all distortions, internal and external. An empowered journey of a timeline in which nothing is ever forced, but rather flows through a mental body that operates with ease. Ease that keeps you steady, unshaken for long, through an emotional body that radiates peace. Peace that creates experiences of stillness and presence, expressed through a physical body that is neutral. Again, able to question, to think and feel beyond all distortions, both external and internal. A grounded and centered journey. Focus on those descriptions, on the 3 words within each that shine like beacons and point like arrows, leading from your mental body to your emotional body to your physical body and your human experience. Freedom that leads to joy, that leads to sovereignty. Ease that leads to peace, that leads to neutrality. All surrounding me in my truth, leading me back to it always. Breathe deeply and allow these words to flow through you. Allow yourself to begin receiving from the future alternate timeline that we created. Allow yourself to begin traveling forwards along that luminous silver spiral, weaving infinitely around it, moving all or part of your body in a clockwise circular motion, if you feel called to do so. Traveling forwards along it, weaving through your mental body with freedom and ease, weaving through your emotional body with joy and peace, and arriving in your physical body, in your human experience, with sovereignty and neutrality. Here you are whole. Here you are strong. Here you are powerful. You have the power to choose what resonates with your truth. You have the strength to remain neutral in the face of distortions. You have the ability to see your wholeness, your truth in this moment, along this timeline, within this premonition. Now, we don't want you to focus on any specific where, what, or who that may appear for you along this timeline. You may take note of them, but they are not why you are here. They are not what you are meant to be receiving. We want you to focus instead on the how you are living in and moving through your day-to-day human experience. The how that creates, shapes, manifests the where that you might be, the what that you might be doing, and the who that you might be surrounding yourself with. Because that is where you must begin. Repeat with us again if you feel called. if you need additional aid in receiving this timeline, or simply listen as you deepen your own receiving. Weaving thoughts with freedom and ease. Weaving emotions with joy and peace. Grounding myself in sovereignty and neutrality. Living in truth and resonance. We are going to be silent for about 5 minutes, holding space, amplifying these words through your premonition, allowing you to continue receiving this timeline, to continue experiencing this timeline, whether it is visually, through your senses, through your thoughts or emotions. There is no wrong way to receive. Breathe deeply and allow yourself to begin traveling backwards along the luminous silver spiral, weaving infinitely along this future timeline again. Moving all or part of your body in a counterclockwise, circular motion, if you feel called to do so. Traveling backwards along it, leaving your physical body, your human experience, grounded in sovereignty and neutrality. Weaving the joy and peace you felt through your emotional body. Weaving the thoughts of freedom and ease you had through your mental body. Returning to your current timeline with a memory of all of it. Continuing to breathe deeply as Babaji and I disconnect you from the resonator of Orion's belt. Closing the gateways of your mental and emotional bodies. Closing the gateway of your single tone, your true frequency. Feel us still holding your hands and pulling your consciousness back downwards, back through the constellations and the stars that compose them, back through the planets, back past that brilliant, glowing moon, back through all of those threads of galactic connection that support you in your journey, in your purpose, in your truth. Downwards, further and further, where we return your consciousness to the mental, emotional, and physical bodies of your human app that were left behind as we travel back to your current surroundings, the room or space that you are in. And as you begin the process of coming back to yourself, we want you to repeat the following. Here, I am whole, I am strong, I am powerful. I have the power to choose what resonates with my truth. I have the strength to remain neutral in the face of distortions. I have the ability to see my wholeness, my truth, in any moment. I am going to be silent for a few minutes to allow you to process and continue receiving not only those words, but what you have experienced today. Move parts of your body if you feel the need to. And whenever you are ready, you can go ahead and open your eyes. Okay, one more deep breath. I think we all earned it. Whew. Thank you for joining us for today's journey and today's addition to the Phoenix Blueprint through the energies of the 1111 portal. Thank you to the Alren Oversoul for all that was channeled through me today. And thank you, of course, to our guide for today's journey, my wingman, Babaji. Know that what we worked with today does not end here with the end of this recording. The distortion or distortions that you have shifted or cleared through the resonator of Orion's belt, that happened. And there are many more for you to continue shifting and clearing. Allow yourself to be motivated to do so by visualizing the effects of what you achieved here today, amplifying more and more. The how that you received in that future alternate timeline, freedom and ease in your mental body, joy and peace in your emotional body, and sovereignty and neutrality in your physical body, your human experience. It's not just limited to what could be in some possible future. All of it is here now with you in your present. It has always been with you as a part of your truth, as a part of your true frequency. And it always will be. You need only remember it and choose to allow it to be. You can start living the how you received in that premonition, in that future alternate timeline, anytime you want. And that, my fellow beings of light, is where I'm going to leave this. Join us again mid-December for the third and final piece of the Phoenix Blueprint that will be created and initiated through the energies of the 1212 portal, your choice point. As we begin to bring the end of the current 9-year cycle to a close and prepare to step forward into the start of a new one with the return to one on 111. Arishkatakati.